Hey there, beautiful day out here today, and of course, it's a silly thing to say because why would one day be more beautiful than another day? They're all beautiful, but then the beauty is the perception of it anyway, so would every day be beautiful if people weren't here to stick a word on it, right? So anyway, what I wanted to talk about today, I'm in a different location than usual, is something that was suggested by a nature program that I was watching with some other folks. It was David Attenborough exploring various life forms on Earth. The theme was about color, so how colored frogs that are poisonous, how they live, how they evolved, tigers, why they are orange, which just as an aside, they're orange because the prey animals can't see orange, they see it as green, so they blend in with the background, which is interesting. But what I didn't say while watching this, but what I came to realize was that the idea of looking at all these endless procession of details about nature. You could be marveling at why the tiger is orange, or why the fish do this, or why the cells do that, or why the planets do this, or why any of it does any of it. And of course, you can marvel at all of it, with good reason. But to break things down into individual things, to look at, a spider the size of a fingernail that lives in a flower, or to even look at your own fingernail and fixate on that and explore that and look at that, and then go from one thing to another, to another, to another. I'm not saying that that's worthless, but it's in a sense missing a very big point. And the very big point is the largest big point that there is, which is essentially all of creation, the entire universe. So all these things are part of the universe. And as I've said before about the universe, is that the human mind, its activities are, in a sense, disconnected because of free will. It's not a complete disconnect. I could go into that later. That's kind of a different subject. But anyway, the thing about the universe is that all these little details, the way the alligator does this, the way the bird does that, all these things, they all work perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. The universe works perfectly. Planets in their orbits, stars, the sun, gravity. Basically everything in the universe is perfect. Now you can take one thing and look at it and say, oh, this is so wonderful, and it's like, wait a minute, it's part of everything else. So essentially what I'm saying is that creation is perfect, and mankind, what we create, none of it is perfect. And you might say, well, a car functions, it's perfect for what it is. And it's like, well, things can function in failure mode. So you could say, well, cancer is very successful, And it's like, yeah, but it's eventually going to make the organism fail. It's going to kill the person that has it. So this is something that's fairly profound, that the universe, the way it operates, is perfect, and the only thing in it that is not perfect are the things that we create. So that might seem sort of doomy and gloomy. I could take this subject a lot further, but I want to ask a question of you, the listener. And that is, if you can think of something the one thing that we're capable of doing, which is part of the perfection of the universe, then please comment below. And just as a footnote, you could take a square inch of soil anywhere in the world and analyze it, look at it, examine it, and make a 12-part series about all the wonders of it, everything that it contains, the atomic structure, the life forms, plants, funguses, and everything else. And it's interesting that something about life, human life, what it's about, you know, all the individuals, all the history, all the experiences and everything else, is that people may think that the ultimate aspect of it all is what you think. So, thinking versus knowing. For example, we get stuck in things like, for example, religion, because the Bible, for example, hate to go there, right? But just for discussion, is taken as being absolute truth by Christians, right? Okay, well, it's absolute truth, but every denomination gets to conveniently interpret it the way that suits them the best. And they can maintain, well, we're doing it the right way, everyone's doing it the wrong way. But it's rather a suspect position to be taking. So anyway, what is life and our experience about? Is it about thinking and what we think? You know, you think you love your wife or your parents and your children or all this sort of thing. Or is it knowing? And the thing about knowing, just like with dogmatic religion, as I mentioned, they will claim that they know it all, that this is what we know this to be true, or we believe this to be true, and then things get kind of gray as to knowing, belief, faith, and things like that. But when you take it right down to what you know, not what you think, what you know, then what exactly is that? What do you know that is beyond thought? Now, my other section talk about nature and the universe and the interactions, and that it's all basically perfect. So does one atom or electron or animal or aspect, facet of it all, does it think that it's supposed to do this? Or does it think it has some sort of separate opinion or something like that? Or does it know something? Or is that even knowing? Or is it not conscious and therefore not able to know? Or is it conscious and able to know? Take something on Earth. Say, for example, a giant rock weighs 15 tons, granite maybe, something like that, doesn't matter. And so it's sitting here being influenced by gravity, being influenced by solar radiation, being influenced by cosmic energy, rays, all sorts of things like that. So it's reacting, it's enlarging, it's shrinking, it's altering its atomic structure. It's doing all these things in relation to the universe around it. So does this piece of rock, does it think that it's a rock? Or does it know that it's a rock? So anyway, I'd like to hear from you, gentle reader or listener or watcher, and please comment and try to suggest what it is that is beyond your thought what it is that you know.